Hi guys, welcome back. So again, some stuff moved around. We're going to see if this thing drives. We'll get it out into the doorway, just so it doesn't surprise us with anything like lurching off into the distance or through a wall. Let's not tempt fate. So yeah, let's get this moved. Let's see if we've got some drive. I got carpet guys coming in. I'm going to get some carpets in, so I'm going to get these seats taken out of it. I got a rear panel to go in and what have you, so we'll get that done. I fitted a catch can to it, so hopefully it don't puke nothing out and it can find its own level. So yeah, let's get into the video. Well, we got there. It drove. Really pleased to get that milestone out the way. It's got forward and reverse gears. It feels quite tight. I do have a transmission leak I need to address. Still quite off for the cover. I got a transmission leak I need to address. I'm hoping it's dipstick or maybe a oil cooler line. So I'll see if I can get it jacked up and we'll have a look at that. Yeah, super pleased. We're gonna move on now. I got interior, I got carpet guys coming down to fit some carpets, so I got to get the interior bits pulled out of it so we can move on. But it drives. Okay, got the seats out. So there's a panel here, which is access to the brakes. So I'll put that back in. This part of the carpet, I want to have a flap in it, which will have bound to lift up for access for that. Like I've said in a previous video, we're changing the seats. I've made my decision now. Those seats aren't staying. So there'll be different seats. So I've got bracketry here, here, and at the back to put a bar across. So that'll be my pickup points for it. We're going to knock up a clamp now for the battery. So I want to get that made and in before we cut round it for carpets. And then, so the back part, apart from the flap, obviously, glued in, transmission tunnel glued in. And then I want it glued to sort of here, both sides. And then the front part of the mat will be lift out mats, easy for cleaning. We'll have them bound nicely. And then I'm gonna put a nice aluminium or stainless trim down the side here to finish it. Yeah. Or maybe we'll do a full mat in there, glued in, with an over mat. That might be a better option. That way we won't have a step with the mats. So yeah, we'll get this together. I'm going to try and get some Dynamat into the side here as well before side panels go on. I have got the panels that came out of it for templates. I'll have to check them for size. And then we can have a go at doing some trim work.
You ready?
Right, so as you can see, we're fully carpeted. Got to say a massive thank you to my good friend Gareth Harvey, good friend and customer. He owns a flooring company, sent one of his boys down for the day, got the thing carpeted out. Got some overmats made as well, which have gone away for whipping. So yeah, fantastic job. I am over the moon with this. Decided to have the bulkhead done as well in the back, which I was going to do in leather vinyl, well, vinyl, same as the door cards. But I thought with the new seats that I got coming, if they go back a bit further and they touch it, I don't want it to rub. I just thought the carpet would be a bit more hard wearing. So yeah, this is the first time this car has ever had carpeting, because it was when my father built it in the 80s. It was full aluminium panel inside here. Floors are all aluminium, polished aluminium, just with a pair of mats, which, funny enough, Gareth cut and whipped for my father, I think 1988. So the same as Paul painting the car for the last, and he was the last person to paint it for my father. It's really nice, quite special for me that Gareth has sorted out carpeting the car. I mean, you know, it helps with the history and it helps with the story of the car, I believe. And it's really nice to have good friends who chip in and help. So we've just got throttle pedal in, coils back in it. Gonna see about getting the battery in and making a strap for the battery. I'm going to put the driver's seat back in, the ones I'm not using, so I've got a seat for it. Tomorrow at home I'm going to have a look. I'm sure I've got the rear cards, which are just wood, but templates. And I can't for the life of me remember if I've got door cards, so I might have to build them up. Then I can see about getting some material, do the A-posts. It's going to have just the edges of headlining and the back. And as a nod to my father, this front section here, I'm going to make an aluminium panel, put some nice bead rolls in it, just as a nod to remember that it was fully allied out, and you know, that's what it was. The rest of it is going to be headlining material or something. I think I'm going to fit a stereo under the passenger seat, and when I make the top for the rear bulkhead, I'm going to sink 2 speakers underneath so they can't be seen. But not that you're not going to hear nothing with music or what in here. I think it's mainly going to be so I can have some hands-free Bluetooth or something in here. So yeah, another massive part of the job done. Super excited about this. Gareth, can't thank you enough. Right, okay, we've found the leak. It's a dipstick buried down there. I got one of these braided ones on here. It's all the way into the box, but it's still leaking. So I'll pull it off here. We'll get it out of the box. Whatever oil drains out, and we'll have a look at the seals in the end. If it turns out to be cheap crap, we'll replace it. Let's get it apart. Well, I got it out. The seals look to be good. It didn't come out with any force though. It was, it seemed pretty loose. So I was hoping to see a seal nicked or something. For the amount it's leaking. I think we're losing a bit of transmission fluid now, but okay. I think I've tried replacing the O-rings on these before with normal O-rings, and they're usually too thick to fit inside the gearbox. I think I've got TH350 and 400 dipstick in stock, so maybe I'll get one of those and measure them and see if there's a difference. But I don't think we're going to refit that. Okay, so we got a new braided one fitted. It did seem to fit a bit tighter in the gearbox. So we'll get the rest of that put back together now. Get the breather put back in. We'll get it off stands. I've only lost about 1 litre, I think, but it has been leaking. So it's probably about 2 litres it's lost. So we'll get some oil in it. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean off the drip tray. I'll clean off the drip tray, get it underneath the car, leave it stand for a couple of days, and we'll see if it's leaking. We'll go from there. So I'm going to end this video here. If you like what you're watching, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Next time, hopefully, we'll be doing a little bit more driving with this. We'll get the driver's seat put back in, not the one we're going to use, but the one that's already fitted. Yeah, hopefully no leaks, and get a bit of driving. Thanks, guys.